Hi, I'm Samantha Simpson. Thanks for joining. It's been a while, but I'm glad that you stuck in there and you've been practicing your bowspring and that you're ready to get back into it. And I'd love to lead you through a beautiful, lovely flow today. So we'll get started in a kneeling position on the mat. So mindfully, maintain the posture as you come to kneeling. Deep squat, hips on the rise. Lower the knees down. Feet are parallel with each other. Hero your ankles. Spring load, hips back, knees resist. Breathe into radiant heart in all directions. Each breath in, the ribs separate all the way around. Circumferential expansion of the whole heart space. Shoulders rise and broaden. Head tilts back and lifts. Spring load, lift up, high knees. Bring the arms out in front of you, the level of the horizon. And hold your hands like you're holding a large steering wheel. Keep the hips back, knees forward, and start to lean laterally, crescenting to the left. Letting the right ribs lift up. The right shoulder can even come up. Shoulder blade comes up off the rib cage, making more space. And exhale, come back up. Flap your wings to find uniformity of tone in the arms. Squeeze seed hands to help with that tone. Driving the big bus, other way. Tilt right ear, right shoulder, head still back. Tone in arms, hips back to lateral arc. Each arc, you're gently opening up the fascia of the side ribs. The right shoulder comes all the way off the rib cage. The shoulder blade slides up towards the ear. Come back up center. Drive the big bus each side. And seaweed sway. It's a rib cage isolation, especially here on high knees. The hips are so powerfully bent back. Swing the arms to the level of the horizon and bend the elbows, chin-up bar arms with harvest hands. Find uniform tone and a gentle pulse. Swing the hands to ecstasy. Sit the hips back. Keep radiant heart big. Find space in the front belly. Open the heart. Widen the hips by energetically pressing the knees away from each other. Float dome hands towards the floor. Touch down fingernails. Keeping the hips back, heart back, head back. Fingernails slide to springy palms. A hollow underneath the palm and a squeezing together of the pinky and the thumb joint. Walk the knees back. So the knees are a little bit behind the hips. The hands are a little bit in front of the shoulders. Push your springy palms away from radiant heart. Radiant heart pushes towards the ceiling. There's a dome in the thoracic spine. Simplify your all fours position. Radiant heart rises. Elbows widen. Squeezing palms. Soft fingers. Press tops of feet into the floor to lift the tail. Keep heart full, even the low ribs full. Shift weight to the left, right leg, square leg. Keep the crease in the front of the right hip. Keep the heart full on your whole back. Pulse. Fiesta flare the foot. Swing the right knee in towards the belly and then open it to the side, open leg. Dome your right hand. Fiesta flare the right foot. Bicycle pedal. Dome hand slides to spring. And lower the right leg. Top of foot touches first. Heart stays high. Bend the knee. Find fullness. Springy palms. Dig, drag, lift left. Square leg. Pulse here. Keeping the uniform tone on the back of the leg, the back of both legs. Swing knee in, open leg, left. Heart stays so full, left hand can dome here. Keep fiesta flare in the foot. And bicycle pedal. Touchdown, left paw on the floor. About a foot in front, a foot to the left of your knee. Swing your right paw out to the side of it. Tilt the right ear to the right shoulder. Humble cat. The left hand can dome. Find a strong dig, drag action in the left paw to keep the back of the left leg on. The more you tilt the top of the head towards the floor, the more the ribs rise. If your head resists upward, the ribs sink. Dome hand slides to spring. And you come back to all fours pose. Simplify in between. Other side. Tuck the right toes under. Open right knee. Kickstand the left foot out to the left. Tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder. So that standing arm is not locked, but it's springy. You squeeze this pinky and thumb joint together. There's a hollow under the palm. There's a hollow on the inside of the elbow, and the outside of the elbow points outward. The arm is also at an angle. It's not directly 90 degrees. This will save your wrist. It'll strengthen your wrist. Dome hand slides to spring. Heart stays full. Swivel back, all fours. Walk the knees back till you're on the tops of the legs. Hips draw back. Place your hands wider than mat distance. Keep the heart full. Send the hips back. Create space between the shoulder blades, a doming of the thoracic spine. Press your head back into imaginary resistance. And lower down. Halfway, lift up at a diagonal. Activate the back sides of the legs. Keep the heart full. Lower down halfway. Lift up diagonal. Keep the heart full, the back heart full throughout. Once more. Lower down halfway, space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up, and lower down all the way. Walk the elbows forward, bring the hands to prayer hands. Walk the belly long, press the knees into the earth. Hero ankles, tummy time, full heart, long belly, windshield wiper the legs. Release the legs down mindfully. Reach the right arm long and roll into your right side. Use the right arm as a pillow, right hand in the seat, wrist hollow intact. Push your hips back behind you a lot, so you still got that inward curve of the low back. Reach left dome hand out in front of you, long and tall, at the level of your belly button. Push ribs tall from the side. Push hips and knees into the floor. A space forms between your waistline and the floor that maybe a cat could walk under. Stack the hips and separate the legs from each other by hovering. Narrow the knees to open the sits bones. Side bow. Bring the top hand to headrest. So that left hand goes liquid hand behind the back of the head. The elbow points towards the floor, not towards the ceiling. Inhale, open the belly, press the head into the hand. Sit the hips back more. And pulse. Roll the back of the head to the floor. Reach two seed hands to the ceiling. Supine shift to the center of your space, moving one body part at a time, keeping the head back, shifting mindfully. Left hand goes over your head on the floor. Push the hips back behind you, stack the hips, square legs. Right arm goes dome in front of you. Act like you're holding a golf ball with your dome palm, a golf ball, not a softball. Elbow points at the ceiling. Uniformity of tone in the arms, head back, heart back, hips back. Sits bones open. Hover the top leg off over the bottom. Activation on the backs of the legs, like you're kicking back into something. Right hand goes liquid hand behind the head, elbow points at the floor, and then open up. You can even take both hands to the back of the head here. Good. Bring the top hand to the floor in front of you. Reach the bottom hand long. Heavy the top of the head. And slide to seated, letting your rib cage guide the way. Lift to high knees. Parallel park hips to the left. Step forward, right foot. Arms lift to the level of the horizon. Step to stand. Belly long. Earth pose. Tone in the arms. Rotate the forearms upward. Rotate shoulders wide. Keep back heart full. Service arms. Hop the legs wide. Hop narrow. Hop wide. Hop narrow. Hop forward. Hop backward. Hop wide. Take the arms to the level of the horizon. Bend the arms to chin-up bar arms. Sweep the hands to the sides of the head, ecstasy. Sit your hips back, make your belly long. Reach your heart full. Wide-legged back bend. Keep your hips back, maintain the inward curve of the low back. Reach dome hands to the tops of the legs. Full heart. Lower your hands down to the block, the floor, or the chair. Keep heart full, pulse backs of the legs. Radiant heart lifts you up. Step together, step together. Assimilate in earth pose. Find your simplest version of the pose. Heart lifts. Tone in the arms. Softness in the fingers. Thank you for joining today. Namaste.